you on over 300 million subscribers on the basis of that your best friend of 15 years and over has been outed as a child predator and that you have to do illegal gambling to get your success and all your money? If you said yes to that question, then first of all, I have to ask, what the fuck is wrong with you? And second of all, you're going to really like the product of today's episode. Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Amazon Garbage. On today's episode, what we're looking at is called MrBeast Children's Storybook Inspiring Life Story of YouTube Star Jimmy Donaldson, also known as MrBeast, and how to run a YouTube channel for kids, MrBeast style. Well then, that for kids bit is very anticlimactic, might I say. I just want to get this out of the way. This is the closest I'm going to get to discussing the MrBeast drama at the moment, because, you know, people in the comment section asked me to talk about it. Someone even put this guy on my Discord server put in the MrBeast video. In fact, the guy who put it in is called MrBeast 6000, so I got the real MrBeast in my Discord server, which you should all totally join, and if you don't join it, well, you're pretty fucking gay. Because the first thing I want to cover on this page is the cover art for the book, which, looking at it, it is the most generic Pixar-inspired AI-generated image I think I have ever seen. Not only in this series, but ever. I mean, just looking at this, it's got everything that you would want on a Pixar poster. And it is the literal definition of generic. I mean, just look at this thing. It is breathing unoriginality just looking at this. Not to mention, looking at this front cover, it's got like nothing to do with MrBeast. I mean, is this guy here meant to be MrBeast? Because it doesn't look like him. I don't know, really. It's just so generic looking. I mean, the font is, I mean, it's close to the font he uses, but it's not perfect, honestly. It looks like the font on the GTA Vice City cover art more. And I have to ask, why is he holding a gaming controller? Like, I know he started off doing gaming, but like, that's not what he got famous for. I mean, also, just look at it. I mean, what is that thing? It looks like the GameCube controller and the original Xbox Duke controller had a child together. I mean, look at that D-pad. I mean, it's deformed. Look at the right joystick. That looks like a circle pad on the 3DS. And also, just looking at the back cover, I mean, this is even more generic than the front cover is. I mean, look at this thing. From gaming to giving. It literally is just so... I don't even know how to express how I feel about this, because it's so bad. Also, I love it's got copyright material written there. Like, someone's gonna steal this. Who in their right mind would steal this? Like, seriously, who would steal this? Dive into the incredible journey of Jimmy Donaldson, popularly known as MrBeast, and discover how a regular kid with big dreams transformed into a global YouTube sensation by spreading joy and positivity. Okay, so the first thing I've already noticed by looking at this is that the book doesn't seem to know what it wants to be. For instance, in the title, like the name of the book, it mentioned about how to run a channel, but everything else is talking about like the story of how MrBeast came to be, which doesn't make any sense. There's like, it's contradicting of what it wants to be. Is this a book about how MrBeast became famous, or is it a book about how to contain that popularity and keep it going and how to grow your channel more? It can't decide which one it wants to be. 100% animated with illustrations, premium quality colored ink. Because it's all AI, every single image is AI generated. High standard paper throughout vibrant illustrations and engaging storytelling. This book teaches kids aged 4 to 10 about empathy, giving back, and the power of making a positive impact on the world. Condensed version of MrBeast's life story, insight on how to create and manage a YouTube channel for kids. Again, the book doesn't know what it wants to be, because in here are two completely different things of what the book is. Again, is it a book about MrBeast's life story, or is it a book about how to manage a channel for kids? It can't tell what it wants to be. This book is going through an identity crisis. Another thing that I've realised about this book is this is like MrBeast's life story, but he's like 26. Really, his life has barely even started. I think, what's he going to live to, like 32? What he's done is great, I'm not going to lie, but like, he's like 26 years old. If he's already got enough to be a life story, then that's kind of crazy. And just going off the sample for the book, it's pretty much just a picture book with the least amount of writing possible, I think, just looking at this. Also, for his life story, it pretty much all gets covered within like the first 3 pages, which, really? Also, I mean, on every page it says copyrighted material, like people are actually going to be stealing these AI generated Pixar looking ass images. I mean, what is this? Okay, so one thing I just noticed is that for one of the pages in the book it says once upon a time, like this isn't a story, this is a made up story, when it isn't. It's true, and I don't get it. Another thing I forgot to mention is the price of the book, which is £6.78, which is not that bad on the surface, but when you remember the fact it's just a bunch of AI generated images with the most basic knowledge ever stapled together, it's a lot worse when you put it like that, doesn't it? I mean, the fact they were able to get through all of his early life, him starting YouTube in the first 3 pages, I mean, it's kind of crazy, because again, he's a big YouTuber. Only 3 pages on his startup? I mean, the book has got like 38 pages, I think. I think that's what it said. 38 pages. So, if all you can get is 38 pages out of him, consider the fact that most of these are just AI-generated image and like 4 lines of text, then why bother? Because I feel like if you were making this with MrBeast and you were getting all the information from him, then I feel like this could be a lot better. But I'm guessing a lot of this is pretty much just from the guy who made this, just looking at like the clips that all those shorts YouTubers post of MrBeast talking about his rise to YouTube fame. Oh, did you hear that? When MrBeast was younger, he had the option of moving out or going to college. Did you guys hear about that? So, apparently, he went to college, but instead he sat in his car and edited videos. I mean, if that's like the most information you can really get out of this, why bother? Really? It's just a waste of time, papering, money. This book also has 3.9 stars and 27 ratings, which, looking at them, it really is a situation of, hey, this book is for kids, we bought this for our kid liked it, give it 5 stars. That's really what it seems to me, because some of the other people who are adults, they are definitely not rating it that. They're definitely giving it, I've seen reviews giving it 1 star. In fact, the top reviews are 1-star reviews, which I'm not surprised, honestly. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for today's episode of Amazon Garbage. Remember, guys, to hit the dislike button, unsubscribe, join the Discord server, or don't, I don't really care, honestly. And I'll see you guys in the next video, where I open up an illegal gambling operation. An illegal one, not a legal one.